All right, welcome back everybody. In this video, I plan to just do a little bit of a collection update and we're probably going to reorganize some stuff. I got to clean this room out. And just overall, I kind of just want to talk about where the direction we're going with all of these masks and some of the changes that I think we're going to make here in the near future. In these last few weeks, I have become incredibly happy with how all of this looks. I've made massive changes to the way this corner looks with the posters. I've gotten rid of almost every single figure that I've ever had. So this is what the room looks like, from a distance. Usually I'm standing over there on that rug and my tripod's right there filming me. But as you could see, we have quite a mess in this room, and just that closet is not being utilized to its fullest potential. Boxes all over the floors, and I feel like we're going to be getting rid of some stuff, probably selling some stuff off to make more room. I had made a TikTok video where I kind of moved this shelf over here, and I just put these here just for now because I needed to get these masks up and off of my desk and off of laying on things and just kind of get them in one place. So for now, this is what we came up with. As I've said before, we are going to put all the masks along the top here eventually. Now over here, I have become incredibly happy with how all of this looks. I mean, just look at how good this stuff looks. Without the figures, I kept a select few of them, but without the figures and the Funkos just clogging up everything, this looks much more clean. The masks are really being displayed very well, and overall, I'm just very happy with the presentation of this as a whole. So that's a little bit of a collection update on the actual horror mask collection in and of themselves. Now, for those of you that follow me on TikTok, you guys know that we went to Nightmare Weekend yesterday. This was the first time me and my girlfriend had ever been to that specific convention. Nightmare Weekend is in Cleveland, Ohio, if you didn't know. And we did get some goodies from there, and I think I'll go ahead and show you guys here, and maybe I'll talk about them a little bit more in depth. This one is just super cool. This is David Naughton, who played David Kessler in American Werewolf in London. And this was just such a good poster that I found. Oftentimes it's hard to find good posters to really because you imagine getting multiple signatures on it. And you see up here, all this big open space. There's so much room for maybe 3-4 signatures. What a cool poster. And David Naughton was very nice. He was very kind, and I'm glad I got to meet him. Now, obviously, that is not the only autograph that I got. We also did get a handful from the Terrifier series as well. I have worked every single time he's ever been in this area, and I've not been able to meet him. So yesterday we were not missing on that chance. I was going to be there and I was going to get it done once and for all. And now we finally have David Howard Thornton's signature. That's him right there. This is Elliot, what's his last name? Elliot Fuller, who played Jonathan from Terrifier, and then Lauren Lavera as well. So I got these signed on my poster just because there's a very specific way I like my signatures to look. But my girlfriend also painted this a long while back, and then she got a bunch of their signatures, the same ones on this painting as well. Now, this was kind of a little bit of a bonus one too, but Brad LeRae, the guy who played Michael Myers in Halloween Resurrection, he was there, so I was able to add him to this poster. And this is just something I have built up myself over the last couple years, and to really have Nick Castle's signature and so many of the other ones from all the other Halloweens and multiple Michael Myers actors, multiple of the people from the background as well. This is just really just so much fun. This is what I look forward to adding people to the most. And it's been a couple years since we've added anybody to this, but we did finally get to meet Brad LeRae, added him to there. Michael Myers from Halloween 8. Horror Hound is coming up in a couple weeks, and Dick Warlock is going to be there as well, and I can't believe I get to add him to this as well. Now, this is the last signature that I got, and this was practically the reason I was there. This was really the signature that I really went to this place to get. And that is Chris Sarandon, who played Jerry Dandridge in the Fright Night movies. This, to me, is the best vampire movie of all time. And I think Dandridge is the best vampire from any movie of all time. I love this movie so wholeheartedly. I tried desperately to find a poster of Fright Night because I do want to add more people, but I could not find one in time. So we got this pretty sick 8x10. You know how it goes. I have a million of these 8x10s, but how cool is it that I did get to get this one? A little bit more niche movies, there's always something so much more fun about getting those. Really awesome, and we did get some good stuff. And a handful of you guys recognized me there and came up and shook my hand, which is just so awesome. I love it. Don't ever be afraid to say hi to me if you ever see me. And to the guy that came up to me and asked me to take a picture, when you see that picture, when he inevitably posts that online, keep in mind, guys, that this guy was one of the tallest people I've ever seen in my life. So when you see this picture of me and him, keep in mind that he is perhaps I think he was 6'6". He literally was this tall. So when you see that picture, I'm not short. I'm 5'10". That was one of the tallest dudes I've ever seen in my life. So when you see that picture, keep that in mind, that guy is ridiculously tall. I'm just waiting for it to be posted in one of my comment sections or something like that, and everyone's gonna be like, wow, Crispy's so small. I promise I'm not. That guy was just crazy tall. All right, that's enough yapping. So kind of my plan is, this shelf that was over there was right here before, and my plan is to put all the autographs on this wall and some right here as well. So really, when you walk through this door, you are greeted right away with all of this. And then quickly, when you round, you get in a couple more feet and you're completely surrounded by all of these. And I think that will look really, really nice. So let's just go ahead and try and move some things around here. Let's just go ahead and get some of these things cleaned up. Put this in there. Keep this box as well. I always keep my Ghostface costume in this box so that way it's not like covered in hair or touching the floor or anything like that. We'll throw these in here for right now. I'll go ahead and put these. And I'm always worried about trying to push it in and then damaging it. We're starting to feel a little bit more open now. Okay, I got rid of all those boxes. Those are all getting out to be recycled and taken out. Those are really nothing. I still don't know quite what to do with all of these signatures as of yet. Like I said, a lot of them are going to go over here. So once they're hung up, I mean, like they'll be up and out of the way, but I just need to get them up on the wall. Right there, maybe? All right, I switched out my Nun painting. I switched it out with the new one that we just got from Chris Sarandon. And, you know, you kind of see what we're doing here. You kind of get the vision, right? I'm actually going to go ahead and stop there because these specific frames right here, they only have one hook in the back, which makes it very easy for me to line them all up. My other frames have two, so that means I have to get like 1, 2, and then it's got to be perfectly spaced. And honestly, I don't think I'll do that. But yeah, once I get more of these frames, I think these are from Target. They're like $5, these 8x10 frames. So once I get like a couple more, we'll put them there, there, and you know, we'll kind of flesh out this corner a little bit more. Let's go ahead and turn this on, and then you come down here, turn that on, and let's just see how like it's kind of looking in here. Yeah, dude, so when you walk in, this is what you see. How cool is that? Imagine when these are all over the walls and these are all over here. This was just kind of like a little bit of like an update, kind of hanging out with each other, and I don't know. Nitpicking at this room a little bit. It literally feels like every single time I get this room the way I like it, I want to change something or I get more things and then I end up having to move everything around again. It's kind of just a never-ending thing that we do here. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching and hanging out with me. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.